or a hat for this game. And I was like, what hat could we wear? And someone said, well, what about a cloud wig? So I went on Amazon, I searched like cloud wig, and this one popped up, and I swear to God, the picture looks just like cloud. It sticks up in the front, it looks just like cloud. Oh, I'll get it. I buy it, this is what shows up. During the Final Fantasy VII streams that I did earlier this year, I had a cloud wig that looked absolutely hilariously bad. But it was funny to see me wear it. Guess how many times I wore it? I think twice. Out of all the streams I did, we weren't hitting the goal. So I bought something, well, I take it back. Someone donated this specifically for the playthrough, right? And we only wore it twice. In fact, the playthrough didn't do well, you know? So, I mean, that's what I mean. Like, what's the point of adding things to existing goals when those goals aren't getting hit, correct?
You try to say you're an honest guy. It seems like every day you say something, somebody comes out with a clip where you're saying the opposite thing. And here's an example.
Your Duns detractors say you look old, but I actually think you look good since you lost weight. Not a day over 49. Much love. Happy Independence Day. Har, 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 har. Personally, I think I look around 62, but it's all good, right? That's the thing. I'm okay with how I look, all right? I am. I'm okay with how I look. I'm happy. My wife is happy. That's all that matters. I'm not looking to be some kind of a model. I don't need to look good. I'm a game streamer and a silly guy who hangs out with people on a stream every day. I don't need to be like some kind of supermodel dude. You know what I'm saying? So it's all good. Thanks for $2.61. How dare you insult me? I hope you burn in hell. All right, thanks.
I'm not going to lie to you. I don't even think that guy's troll donation was that bad. Like, it was almost like he's just poking fun at Phil. And Phil's like, oh, I hope you burn in hell. Okay, buddy.
I appreciate someone on Kick supporting besides your future stepdad this today. That's very nice of you.
This is that, like, reverse psychology thing. You're, like, trying to bait people into donating. You guys need to support more. This guy can't support the whole stream. But just be thankful for what you get, because you're DSP and you're hated enough. Why get hated by more people by demanding support from others?
It's time for the Viking hat. This should be a hoot. Oh, by the way, say goodbye, ladies and gentlemen. The Dictator hat, which, by the way, you can finally see. The Dictator hat is a piece of crap. It's got a piece of cardboard inside that doesn't actually fit the wiring in the hat. So it's never actually been straight. You see how awful it is? See that? That's what it's always looked like. But on camera, you can't tell when I'm wearing it. But it's actually a piece of garbage. It's not a very good hat at all. It never was straight or really lined up properly. But, okay. So the Dictator hat is being retired officially. Hope you enjoyed seeing me wear it here today on Indivestance Day. Goodbye, Dictator. Exactly. Thank you for your service. Thanks for all the memes, all the idiots who said that I was a Nazi for wearing this Dictator hat for M. Bison. All right.
It's funny when he gets called out for looking like something. It's just these idiots in their memes. But it's like, yeah, it's like a bad hat, Phil. It's a bad hat. You probably shouldn't even have wore it today on America's birthday. So if you really want to know how bad the begging was in this, if you look next to my head, you'll see it's 2:16 p.m. and he's asking for support here.
We're currently at 377. We're only $23 away from a new vest. So let's get that going. Let's get some support and get to $400, which would mean and a shot. That would be a new vest and a shot.
We're now at 2:19 p.m. So 3 minutes have passed.
Viking had to go. We're only $23 away from a new vest. And another shot, by the way. Another shot on deck. So let's get that going. Okay.
Now we're at 2:24, so 5 minutes have passed since 2:19 now.
You didn't receive. Okay. Thanks for the $2 tip. So now we are at 379. We're 21 away from a new vest.
Just imagine this happening over the course of 11 hours. Like every 4 or 5 minutes. All right, guys, so now we're at 230. Let's get me to 300 for another shot. That's literally what this marathon is. And he'll have a Nintendo Switch in his hand. He'll have an HDMI cable in his hand. You know, like, this is the whole stream. It's horrible.
A lot of jealous people coming on stream today. They're seeing me have a good time with my audience, just chilling, cleaning out my closet, having shots, dressing up silly for Independence Day. They're like, imagine anyone coming by and supporting this guy. Yes, they do, because they like me, unlike you. You see, no one likes you because you're a loser. People like me and they come and support me no matter what I'm doing. I can put on a silly hat. I could actually be playing a game. I could be talking on a podcast. I could be taking a shit, and they still support me. You had no support because no one likes you. You're an asshole. That's why you're on my stream complaining about me being successful and you being a schlub.
Okay, in some sense, DSP is not wrong here, but the people that like DSP are not the people that I would want to like me. And I know that sounds kind of mean. Like, these are the same type of people throwing this guy money that go on OnlyFans and throw him like 20K. They just drop 20K on these virtual girls they'll never meet in real life, they'll never have any connection with. They just get suckered out of their money in the easiest way. So it's not somebody that I would want my inner circle anyway. I mean, it might be somebody that I want my audience. So y'all, if you want to leave a super chat or a super thanks or something, guys, drop it down below. No, but in reality, like, to have to flex on somebody because they know how stupid this idea is, and you have to justify it to your audience so you don't look like some guy just draining as much money he can out of these guys. He's got to defend them somehow. So this is how he's going to do it. He's going to call people that have a brain losers because they're calling him out for saying, what the hell is this, Phil? There's no entertainment here. This is content. But they're the idiots and they're the losers that have no friends. Meanwhile, he's got 200-something people probably watching this, you know? I think by the end of his stream last night, there was like 200 people on it, and he was still asking for like $100. It was like, Phil, come on, dude. You're tapping people out. And at one point last night, he even said, oh, are we all tapped out? Do I have to go get coffee, guys? Like, are my supporters tapped out of money? Like, am I going to get coffee and just kind of try to stay awake? Or are we going to get more support so I can continue to take shots? It was that bad.
I would have done that when it was on, but you missed it. I told you this is it. This is the retirement. I'm only going to be putting on vests and hats maybe once a year for Indivestance Day. That's it. So you had your chance. You missed it. You didn't ask me to say game over. You didn't ask me to say any yes, yet. No memes. No one asked me to do a meme with the hat on.
Well, Phil, you got to have your audience tell you how to be entertaining and do funny memes that you could have thought of yourself. That's on you, buddy. You're just a bad entertainer. And now we're going to berate the audience for telling us to do it. But I bet you if someone gave him $100 right now and was like, Phil, put the M. Bison hat back on and say ban, 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 ban for $100, he would do it. Because he's that much of a shill for money. And the other thing is, you're not retiring something if you're just going to bring it back yearly. That's not what retirement is, Phil. It doesn't just come back next year once a year.
We've only done a very small quadrant of my upper shelf.
Just like when you hit the very back quadrant of your car backing into a truck. He loves using that word. It's weird.
This is what I mean. This is going to take all day. This is going to take hours and hours to do. I'm glad you guys are here chilling with me. Seriously, because if not, this would be so tedious and fucking stupid. But to do it with...
Listen, this guy just said it's going to take him all day to clean his closet. All day to clean your closet, buddy. And this is why even Phil says it takes him longer to do things than the average person. He's slow. This is why he could probably never hold a job down. He's so slow at everything. And I mean that like he moves slow, you know? I mean, take it as you will, but he's not even methodical. Look at the closet behind him. Very nonchalant. There's no flow, no jive to anything. He just is a sloth when it comes to anything. When it comes to video games, why it takes him longer to beat video games. He's even slower in those.
Someone brought it up. Yeah, someone earlier, it was a big boss said, Phil, if you raise $5,000 today, would you donate a signed vest? Yes. If I raise $5,000 today, I will give away a signed vest. I will. 100%. But I'm not raising $5,000 today. It's not happening. There's no way I'm making $5,000 in one day. It's just, that's for the record, that's never happened. Not in my entire history as a creator, 17 plus years, not in one day have I ever made $5,000. Never. That would top any content I've ever made, any stream I've ever done. That would be the most profitable event I have ever done in history. That's why I know it's not going to happen.
Here's the thing. He just turned this whole question about raising $5,000 to send a fan collectible, a memorabilia, some sort of item that they can have if they're actually somehow a fan of this guy, into this would be my most profitable day ever. Like, it would be insane. I'm not expecting it. I'm not going to hit 5,000, but it would be crazy if I hit 5,000 today. So the guy's question just turned into how much money would be in his pocket rather than like the actual giving away of an item to a fan that's signed. Like, why does it take $5,000 for you to sign a vest and send it to somebody? That's disgusting that you treat your fan base so poorly that $5,000 is what it takes for you to sign a vest and send it to a fan. A vest that you're going to be putting in a closet and probably never wearing again, apparently, allegedly. Like, that's just so greedy. It's so disgusting that his head went right to $5,000 would be my most profitable stream ever. Instead of like, oh yeah, that would be a really cool thing to do for a fan, but you'd have to be in the United States or Canada for me to send it to you. Like, he couldn't even talk about the specifics of sending it to a fan. It was, oh, but we'll never hit $5,000. And that would be my most profitable day ever. It'd be an awesome day for me.
You know, that's crazy. The closest would be around 3K. I made 3K last year when I did the Review Tech documentary commentary stream. I made around $3,000 that day on that stream.
Look we're talking about how much money he made now. It's not even about the vest anymore. This is insanity right here.
Stream, seriously. Outside of that, there was a stream previous where I had a $2,100 tip plus other contributions. So that was probably like $2,300 stream. Those have been my most profitable streams up to now. But you're
disgusting, dude. You might as well just go like this to your fans, right? Like, you might as well just do that, because you just turn that question into all about you and all about these streams that you've made all this money on and how you want to beat $5,000 because you wanted to prove that you could be profitable without Kino Casino. You wanted to make $5,000 on one of your marathon streams to prove that you didn't need Kino Casino and the people were there for you. That's what this is about.
There's no way that I'm going to make $5,000 in one day. But I commit, I would. If I meant $5,000, I would donate. I would give away one of my vests, autograph it, and send it to somebody. And yes, that's cumulative. It's not one person. It's cumulative amongst everyone. If I made 5K today, I would absolutely donate a vest to history. Someone would own a vest of mine.
But that doesn't make any sense either. Because if the whole entire YouTube and Kick Chat worked together and got this guy $5,000, who are you going to send the vest to? Your future stepdad? Like he hasn't even talked about how the vest would be sent. Like, how it would be divvied out. You're going to cut little pieces off and send a sleeve to your future stepdad, and then you're going to send a pocket to Ryan? Like, what is this?
We're only a few bucks away from a new vest and a shot. So of
course, we go right into a beg segment after that. Like, let's talk about how much money I make. All right, so let's see how much money I can get. We're only at this much money, guys. It's gross. All right, remember that last segment I just played? It was about 5 or 6 minutes ago.
I do remember that. So, okay. So how are we doing? We are at 387. Guys, we're 13 bucks away from the next vest and another shot. So let's get that going. Who's going to do a $13 contribution right now to get us to the next milestone? Let's do it. See,
let's beg more. Let's just ask for money. And unfortunately, it works, right? He's asking and these people are giving him money for it. So are you really mad at DSP, or are you mad at the people who are they're just so easily influenced into giving this guy money for nothing? It's insane. It is insane. Listen, you can't be mad at the hustle. You could be mad at the beg, but you can't be mad at the hustle. He's an e-beggar. Like, what do you expect? This guy's going to ask for as much money as possible all the time. It's the people that are giving it to him that are the problem, right? Because they're enabling this type of behavior from DSP. They're allowing DSP to think that this is okay, to constantly ask people for their money because they're giving him money when he asks for it. All right, that last clip was at 2:39 p.m. We're at 2:43 p.m. So a couple minutes have passed again.
We'll continue here. All right, guys. 13 bucks to the next milestone. Let's do it. Let's get a new vest and a shot. Let's do it, all right? Who's going to do the $13 contribution? We could do it. We're right there. We're right on the tip there, okay? Okay.
He's obsessed with it. He needs the money. Nothing else matters. Literally no content matters because there's none. And it's been less than 10 minutes from that last clip that I just played.
So we're at $468 of support. If we hit 500, we get a new vest and another shot. All right? So we only need what? 32 more bucks for a new vest and another shot. I know the gold vest is starting to wear out. Let's get another vest, right? What am I talking about? We have the platinum vest was voted in. I'm so stupid. You guys voted for platinum. Let's get the platinum right now.
Yeah, because you forgot about the content. Your mind's on the money. Pay attention to your own stream, dude. So So yeah, it's just constantly begging for money. It's so gross. Like I'm scrolling down the transcript here, every 6 or 7 lines, it's like, okay, guys, so we're at this amount of money for support. Let's get me to this amount.
Brings up a good point. What about the Gunner glasses? You know, we didn't talk about that. I do have a pair. The original pair of Gunner glasses are gone. Sadly, the actual, what are they called? The arms of a glasses. What are they called? They have a name, don't they? They're not called the arms of the glasses. They were made of this rubberized material that got very sticky and disgusting over time. I actually had to throw them out because they.
Can somebody answer this for me? Everything this guy owns ends up getting sticky and disgusting. And like, haha, yeah, greasy fingers, grease, whatever. But like, the reality of it is the guy's got thumbsticks on controllers that just like melt away. He's got glasses that melt away. Like, everything this guy owns that's like a rubberized material, it melts away. Is it the contact with the shit on his skin? What? I don't understand it. We've all owned glasses, we all own controllers, and I feel like 99% of us, that shit has never happened. Well, how does it happen to Dark Side Phil? And that's just one of the very mysteries of the universe that I'm hoping one day scientists can uncover, because it bewilders me. I don't get it.
They were just gross. Every time I touched them, it was like they were melting in my hand. But I do have.
But wouldn't that say more about your skin, oils and stuff getting onto the glasses than it does the material of the glasses? Like, I've never, even cheap glasses, I've never heard of materials that just like melt away on your skin.
The more modernized pair of Gunner glasses. But when do I put them on? Perhaps a special. I have an idea. If someone contributes more than $100 in a contribution, I'll put on the Gunner glasses. But only if someone contributes more than $100 in a contribution, or else we will not see the Gunner glasses today.
And that, my friends, is the definition of a greedy e-beggar. Congratulations, Phil. You'll be talked about for years to come. Even long after you pass, people will be talking about these moments where you're just the most disgusting, begging, demeaning, repulsive, selfish e-beggars on the internet. I mean, listen, you're solidifying your place, dude. So congratulations, you'll be talked about and you'll be remembered. May not be in a good way, but people will remember DSP. There will be documentaries on YouTube in 10, 20 years about DSP. I can see it now, like the world's most infamous e-beggar, and they'll have like 50 AI made videos about him that just like farmed all his clips on the internet of like his worst moments. I can already see it.
In fact, how about this? I'll make this offer. We already made the offer. If I get $5,000 by the end of this stream, I will donate a vest to a lucky viewer. 100%, I guaranteed I will do that. All right? Guaranteed. If I raise $10,000 on this stream by the end of today, I will donate the Los Santos cap to a lucky viewer. Okay? I promise you. Only $10,000 in one stream, and I will donate this cap to someone. It will be mailed. Okay?
This is a serious offer. This guy's inflated ego is so large that he thinks the value of a $25 Los Santos cap with his dandruff in it is worth $10,000. Just let that sink in. Meanwhile, he's pulling things like collectibles, Tomb Raider figures, Pokemon cards out of the closet, throwing away the fucking collectibles that are worth like $25 or whatever, and thinks that he has more value than something like Lara Croft. I know that's a horrible comparison, but like, just go with me. I'm on the fly here. But this is a guy who's so isolated in his house. He's lost touch with reality so bad that he thinks this is worth $10,000. A $10,000 stream. How insane is this guy? And look how serious he's looking at the camera. Like, I know there's some whale out there who wants it. Your future stepdad. Like, what is this, man? I want to just end the video now. I think I would be good just ending the video right here. But I feel like it gets worse, no?
Very good. Okay. Anyway.
No, just kidding.
I'll do it.
He's serious.
And for the record, if any of those things happen, if I raise $5,000 on this stream, that would be the most profitable stream I've ever done. That would top the record I made last year. And I told
you're literally a loop, dude. You've explained this like 10 times already. You've explained it on past streams. You're literally just a broken record of money and begging the same things over and over.
You guys, I want to top that stream that I did last year. Why? because that was a co-op stream. It was me and the Kino Casino guys, right, doing the commentary on the Review Tech documentary. I want to prove that I can be as profitable, if not more profitable, being myself, doing my own thing, marching to the beat of my own drum. So let's see what happens. Maybe we'll raise $10,000 today.
You have such a fragile ego that you're like, guys, I need to prove to myself that I'm a man and I don't need bigger streamers to help make me money. He's such a child and he's caught up in internet drama. He's caught up in the smallest things. Like his brain is probably stuck on Twitter, looking at the trolls, telling himself he's successful, sending money to Scopely. Like, who knows? And at the end of the day here, he made $1,000, which is more than he should have made. But it's not nearly 5,000. It's not nearly 10,000. So you're not as successful as you wish you were, Phil. And that's going to hurt his ego. But he's still going to be happy that he made the $1,000 because it's more than he expected. He made $500 or something on his last marathon, and he was pissed. Is this really it for support, guys? That's what he said, I'm pretty sure. Look at this professional setup where you got to look across the room to look at donations and read chat. You know, couldn't just be like a normal streamer with a professional setup with multiple monitors, right? So that way when you're playing Truck Sim, you can read chat by just moving your eyes over to the monitor instead of having to turn your head 90 degrees to look at your laptop to read chat and then complain that, sorry guys, I can't pay attention to the game and read chat at the same time because I got to jerk my neck over to the side. This guy is just a genius.
I can't see. No, 468. So now we're at 469. And then Daniel did a $5 super chat and is complaining, another whiner. But this person keeps contributing. So I don't care that you whine. I'm never going to read your message. However, please keep contributing. We're now up to 474. All right. So for $26 more, we will qualify for the next vest because it's a vest at every $500, or excuse me, every $100 and another shot. We've done moonshine, horchata, whiskey.
God forbid the guys complain about your stream where you're doing nothing. The guy's probably complaining because he's a real fan of yours and he's not dumb enough to fall for this gimmick of cleaning trash out of your closet. I don't know. This is my guess. Also, my headphones were muted for that entire thing, so who knows?
Anyway, okay. So remember, now we're at 475 and $25 of support. It will be a new vest and a new shop. So we're close. Who's going to get us to $500? Let's do it. Let's get the $500, pick a new vest, and I take another shot. Okay.
You know, DSP, most professional content creators that do stupid goals like this, they just write it somewhere on the screen in small text. $100 for new vest, $50 new hat. Instead of repeating the same garbage over and over. But he needs filler for his stream because he's just unentertaining. He's got nothing to talk about. He's got no personality. He's got no hobbies to talk about. He doesn't do anything outside of streaming. So what is there to talk about? Nothing. So let's talk about the money and the support that we need to constantly come in and do more with our content.
I don't know if I ever showed this to you guys, did I? So there was a time when a couple companies actually did try to do some sponsored stuff with me. Doom Eternal. Does anyone remember the date when Doom Eternal came out? I think it was like 2019, 2020. It was during COVID, right? So at the time that COVID was going on, Hori, that's right, this company, Hori, they contacted me and said, hey, we noticed that you're actually using some content, or excuse me, using some of our components in your content. You're using our joystick, and basically we would like to offer you the opportunity to use some of our products. We'll send them to you, and then you can review them. But we do need an agreement that, you know, if we send you your product, if we send you our product, you will do like a shout out or a review or whatever in your content. Okay. So I said, well, what are we talking about? And they said, well, we will send you the attachments for the Switch. We have these Hori controller attachments for the side of the Switch. Would you be interested in that? And I said, actually, yeah. Like, that sounds good because the Switch, I don't like the Joy-Cons. I think the Joy-Cons are not, you know, as good as they should be. They have drifting joysticks. Sure. So they sent.
Remember, he's not a shill. He doesn't take sponsorships because he takes the high road. Guy just lies about everything.
me these Hori attachments, these controller attachments. They feel more like an Xbox controller for the Switch. I used them, I reviewed them, and my wife used them too, and I kind of put that into my video about it, okay? So I put that out, and then Hori just started sending me shit. I didn't ask for it. They sent me this thing. This is the Tactical Assault Commander Prototype M2 for PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 3. I would assume it probably works with PlayStation 5, but I don't know. What it is a mouse and left-hand keyboard combo. It allows you to simulate keyboard and mouse on the PlayStation. So they sent this to me before Doom Eternal even came out. This game wasn't out yet. It was like months out. But they already sent this to me. I didn't ask for it. It just showed up in the mail. I'm like, what the hell is this package? Okay. And I contacted them and I was like, why did you send me this? And they're like, oh yeah, we're going to do this. We're just going to start sending you stuff. And if you'll, please review it. And if you like it, let us know. Okay, cool. Right. So then I had sent the review of the attachments for the Switch, and then COVID happened. So COVID hits, right? All of a sudden, the whole world changes. And I contact Hori and I'm like, hey, so you sent me this. I'm just curious why you sent it because I didn't ask for it. I didn't even say anything about PlayStation 4. Are you going to send me anything in the future? Should I review this? They never responded. And I tried another time or two to talk to them and they never responded. So I at one point for a very short window.
There's more to this story than he's saying. That doesn't make any sense. This story makes zero sense. Why does COVID always ruin everything? COVID changes everything for this guy. And don't get me wrong, COVID did change a lot, but they just stopped sending him stuff after COVID. I don't know. Maybe they went out of business. But I don't think he ever reviewed this. I don't remember seeing this thing. So he just threw it in his closet.
I was part of this Hori program, and as soon as COVID hit, I think what happened was they probably laid off the employee. Whoever the person was that I was talking to probably didn't work for them anymore. So they didn't respond because they didn't, why am I going to respond? I don't work for them anymore. I'm not getting paid for this, right? So I have this. I've never used it. It's, again, keyboard and mouse attachment if you wanted to play Doom Eternal as like a PC game on your PlayStation 4, but I never used it. I just used the controller.
I feel like he just never used this and they expected him to review it and he never did anything with it. So they just never contacted him again. He probably just blew a potential sponsorship because he never talked about this thing again. He got it and he was like, what is this? I didn't ask for this, and threw it in his closet for 4 years. Oh, check this out.
Can I show it out of the box? I've literally never opened it. It's still sealed. I don't think I want to take it out. There's no point, right? But I'm sure it works fine.
Isn't this like a thing where you clean your closet out and you show things off? Why wouldn't you take it out?
I already said Hori. I like Hori accessories. I think that they're good quality. I like Hori joysticks for fighting games. So I'm sure it works good, but so we're only $20 away. Buckwell says you don't recycle or break down the boxes. Dude, those are tiny boxes. They're insanely small. The big boxes I'm breaking up and putting into my recycling, those are insanely tiny boxes. I'm not going to sit here. Are you going to really nitpick me about a fucking tiny box? Are you for real? Hey, Buckwell, instead of nitpicking me about tiny boxes, how about you drop a sub today since you're watching the content and enjoying it?
Ah, the classic deflection. Let's deflect everything off of me and make it about Buckwell subbing, right? Not surprised. This is a classic DSP tactic.
Anyway, we're $20 away. Let's get to $500. Let's get to 5 vests, and let's get to a 5th shop. Let's do it, okay?
Oh, where's the content, right? Like, you're just cleaning out your closet. Well, how is that worth hundreds of dollars? I'm sorry, in what world is some guy that's irrelevant in 2025 worth cleaning out his closet for hundreds and hundreds of dollars?
Great webcam overall, okay? I saved the box. I don't know why. I guess I don't have to. This one cannot be broken down. It's just a bunch of plastic, and it's weird. It's not even like cardboard. This just has to be straight up thrown out.
Okay, you probably saved the box because you're a hoarder. I mean, you had to have a company come pick up shit in your garage because you just hoarded so much trash or whatever was in your garage that you needed people to professionally come clean it out. You've talked about how you've spent hours cleaning out your closets throughout the house. Like, you just hoard shit from the sound of it. The other thing is, this guy's like looking at the plastic. He's like, I can't recycle this. I don't even know what material this is. Like, he doesn't know to look for the recycling icon on these things. Anything you buy will tell you if it's recyclable or not. It's not a matter of looking at it and be like, oh, I can't recycle this. You just look for the little recycling icon. I mean, come on, dude. Basic shit. But I love that now he's nitpicking that because Buckwell said something and now he's like, oh, well, I can't recycle this one. So this is going in the trash. Typical Phil.
Anymore, we definitely have to work on this, okay? But before we do, let's get $20 more of support. I will continue to clean the closet out. When we hit $500 to support, we'll have a new vest and another shot. Who's going to do it? Who's going to do 4 subs on Kick? Who's going to do a $20 super chat? How about 6 memberships on YouTube? Let's do it. Let's get the next one. Come on. It's been a while, so let's get...
This is what happens when you're a talentless hack and you know that your prime is past and you've got nothing but to just try to get money and try to get what you can out of people that still watch you. So you just suck everything out of their wallets as much as you can without providing anything because you know the end is coming. You know you're on the tail end of your career and you're just like, look, I'm going to try to make a good living now. I'm going to get as much money out of these people as I can and then I'm out. But Phil's not out. He's going to be stuck here forever. Because what else is he going to do? He's even admitted it. It's too late for him in life to do anything. The 10-year plan is passed. His mom already gave him the money. I don't think the begging is done here, but we'll let it play again. Let's see if he does 2 begs in one here.
Some contributions. I received a $1.11 tip. You need to smash the old laptop with a hammer. No, I do not. I do not need to make a giant mess of shattered plastic and LED screen all over my house. I don't need to do that. But thank you for the $1 tip. We're now at 481. So who's going to do a $19 contribution?
We beg, get a tip, go back into begging. Pathetic, dude. That's what this whole stream was. It was gross. How people even attended this and it like unironically.
Come on, we got 19 bucks. Let's get to 500 right now. Food's coming in about an hour. For the record, my wife is making the food. I could smell it. It smells amazing. She's been slow cooking this chicken with this whole...
Wait, what? The food's coming in an hour?
Come on, we got 19 bucks. Let's get to 500 right now. Food's coming in about an hour. For the record, my wife is making the food. I could smell it. It smells amazing. She's been slow cooking this chicken with this homemade barbecue sauce all afternoon. It smells great. So I'll probably be eating in about an hour. So let's get more liquor in me before it just gets negated by the food, right? Let's go.
So you have to pay this guy to do a marathon. Then he does the marathon, and you have to pay him during the marathon. And while you're paying him during the marathon, you have to pay him even more to get drunk during the marathon to stay buzzed. And then he's going to eat during the marathon and negate the money that you spent on him to drink during the marathon. So then you need to spend more money to make him drink more on the marathon to get buzzed again during the marathon. What the hell is this?
King Michael, I'm glad you're enjoying the marathon. God-loving American with $1. $1 from God-loving American. Thank you so much. Now, if only we could get 18 more God-loving Americans to give 18 more dollars, we'd hit that goal and we continue with the closet clean out.
Wouldn't be America's birthday if Phil didn't ask for all the money for him, right? Phil is a A1 capitalist here. You know, it's America's birthday. You guys should be giving me all that money. All those American smackaroos, they should be going in my pocket. This is a clown show. Let's check this out. Ready? I'm going to skip ahead on the transcript here. Not even like 15 seconds.
We still have 6 vests left. I know you guys want to vote on another vest. So let's get it going. 18 bucks. All right, I'll get something else out of the closet.
Yeah, do some content, dude. What the hell? It's like an auction. $20 here, $20 here, oh, $40 here, $40. But instead of like auctioning for something, you're just giving the auctioneer money. Like $40 in this pocket, $40 in this, $50 in this pocket, $50. Can I get $100 in this pocket? $100. They're like 4 minutes have passed since the previous beg.
Oh God, the Slugs just did a £5 super chat, which is $6.72. He says, for the alcohol fund, I won't be happy till you've fallen headfirst into your closet drunk. There you go. Well, then you're going to have to donate way more than that. I'm just saying, because they're currently at.
Because he can't have fun on his own. He needs to have fun by getting your money. That's the whole point of the marathon, is give me your money so I can have fun, guys. I want to get drunk, but you need to send me money to do it, because I have no interest in having fun on my own streams and having a shot on my own, right? Or having a White Claw. But I'll drink them on the drinking streams. But I can't have it on my marathon. I need to get specifically drunk off your money.
$4.88 in $12. I will take another shot and we will have another vest. This will be the 5th out of 10 vests. All right, let's do it. Let's do $12. Let's hit that next milestone right now and get to the next one. All right.
I love that he's like, yeah, we don't do the vests, those gimmicky ideas anymore. We're past that. And then has a marathon, and that's all it is you guys want to see the next vest? Let's go, let's go. He's just going to keep milking this because people are paying for it. The vests aren't going to go anywhere. If he's making $1,000 off these vests, why would he get rid of them? That's the DSP mindset. Anyway, we have another beg coming up. Not even a minute later.
Okay. So, let's go. Let's continue. Who's going to get $12 to get us to 500? And then we get to the next milestone of a shot and the new vest. Let's find out. Okay. Here we go.
You just feel you're so entitled to people's money just because you're this schlub. Like, you're an e-beggar, so you have no shame, and you're just like, who's going to get me here for doing nothing? I'm not even putting out content. I'm doing nothing. Hey, you want to see this HDMI wire in my closet? The interesting thing here is looking at the transcript for this entire stream. It's like, I'm going to skip ahead.
I got a $1.11 tip. Someone says give.
So not even a minute later, he gets another tip. If you haven't noticed the pattern here, anytime he gets a contribution, it's an excuse for him to ask for more money. Watch. He'll get a contribution and be like, all right, guys, let's get me $12 to the next goal.
The bubbles the final shot? No. Because here's the thing. As fun as that would be, I'm not lying. I was holding those bubbles guns in my hand, and I was like, man, I just want to let loose. I was like, dude, I know exactly what's going to happen. I'm going to go like this. The bubbles are going to go everywhere. My keyboard's going to be disgusting, sticky shit. It's going to hit the camera. I'm not going to mess with it. You know, I'm tempted, but I'm not going to do it. I have discipline. I'm not going to shoot bubbles again. We're done with the bubbles.
Discipline? Okay, buddy. Not from everything
But
you've
that's
ever
a
said or
$1 tip.
shown.
So now we are at only $11 for the next milestone. Let's do it.
You got to follow up every single contribution with a beg. Because why not? Yeah, you got a tip now. Why not get more? People aren't tapped out yet, clearly. And not even a couple minutes later. What do we got?
Okay. Please, Lord, let this not be only a $1 tip. Let this be bigger than $1. It's a $1.12 tip.
Is that not good enough for you? It's like Argentinian currency. It's just not worth it to even receive. He's probably not going to
And
read it.
it's a troll. It's a troll. For the love of God, can we please get to $500 to support so I can have a shot and change this vest? Instead of these $1 tips. They're so
For the love of God.
frustrating. Dollars.
Dude, your personality and your entire existence is frustrating. What are you talking about? I couldn't imagine being Phil Burnell.
Do I look like a stripper dancing on a pole asking for dollars? Is that what I look?
No, you look like a homeless guy on the sidewalk demanding dollars. It's more accurate to the lore here. Oh, wait, this is interesting. Let's let him go, because this might actually get somewhere.
Look like to you? You're wrong. I'm putting clothes on. I'm not taking clothes off. I'm putting clothes on. It's the opposite. So you should give 10-fold, 20-fold, 100-fold, 1,000-fold, 5,000-fold so you can get a signed vest today.
Sounds like a scam. Because you never even said who was going to get the vest, right? All you said was, hey, if it's a group contribution, if everybody sends and I accumulate $5,000, I'll send this to somebody. So you're going to just raffle it off? So if somebody sends you 3,000 out of the 5,000 and they're not even guaranteed to get it, not that anyone would want that garbage. Full of sweat stains and oil, probably. Dude, stinky vest that he's probably never washed. Like, why would you want that?
If we raise $5,000 by the end of today, someone will get a signed vest. That will totally happen. For sure.
You want it to happen.
Anyway.
He always says that. That'll totally happen. Or he'll say things like, oh, I don't expect that to happen. Or I don't think we're going to get that. But, like, it's so obvious to tell that he's like, oh, I want that so bad. He's got the opposite mindset. Like, oh, I really want this, but if I say that we're not going to get it, maybe there's some generous guy out there that's going to give it to me. Money talk eventually stops, does it? Nope.
Let's continue. All right. But for real, what are we at? Like $11, $10 to 500? Let's hit it. Okay. Tron Gates Legacy says, I'm looking very sexy. Well, thank you so very much.
All right, I'm out of here.
I got a whole bunch of crap here. All right. Like odds and ends, junk. So first off.
So this is what this guy thinks is worth his audience's time. This guy built up to a marathon, and he's pulling shit out of his closet and goes, here's a bunch of junk, guys. Please give me $5,000 to show you this junk. This is a pop filter right here. Here's some junk for you guys.
Not wait to eat dinner. I'm actually getting very hungry now.
Hey, why don't you ask Kat to bring you up some of those watermelon and chips that you were supposed to have, if they're even in the house?
It's going to be slow cooker barbecue chicken with homemade barbecue sauce, homemade mac and cheese, some watermelon, and some chips. It's going to be a delicious American backyard style dinner.
No, it's not. Anyone that's not American, this is totally false. A backyard style dinner does not involve a slow cooker. It involves a grill or a smoker or something along those lines where you're actually barbecuing food. You're not just putting barbecue sauce on chicken and throwing it in a slow cooker. But then again, I wouldn't expect DSP to know the nuances of anything. It's just another American style dinner to DSP, right?
Excuse me. We are more than half the way to the next hat goal at $550. When we hit $550 of support, the Kick viewers will be voting for the next hat. And man, we got some good ones in the running. We got a football helmet. I'm not kidding. We've got the Sonic hat. We've got the Harry Potter Slytherin cap. We've got the straw hat, the red fedora, the Punisher beanie. We've got the Ryu headband. That could.
You guys want to see all these? Somebody give me $5,000 right now, and you could see them in HD.
That's considered a hat that I've worn. We've got all these things in the running for hats. All right. So get us to 550 and we'll get to the next hat, and the Kick viewers will be voting for the next hat.
Sorry.
Let's get someone from Kick to contribute to get to the next hat, since you guys are getting to vote for them. All right. Cool. Now, as for,
I don't understand this like complex he has against Kick. Like, you know, most of these people on LARPers, there's a guy in your Kick chat right now, thumbs downing. Like, he's the Patrick Star doing the thumbs down. You know they're LARPers. So why don't you just like group them in with YouTube and count all support together? But you create this dynamic where it's like one group isn't good enough when they don't donate. The other group is carrying the whole load of everybody. You make it so, oh, you guys got to donate more because these guys over here, they're carrying. But you should just be grouping all your viewers together, if anything. It shouldn't matter what chat they are on. They're just supporters, regardless of which chat they decide to go to. But in DSP's mind, it's got to be a war to get more money. These losers over here aren't donating. So these guys are cool. They're giving me money. But you guys, I shouldn't even have the stream on over there. It's a DSP mindset.
for a shot, we've done everything now. We've done moonshine. We've done rum chata. We've done whiskey. We've done a 99 shot. This is the 5th shot. Should we go back to moonshine? Should we go in rotation here? Maybe that's what we should do. So we'll do, would you guys like apple pie? Or would you like punch? I think it's fruit punch. Punch?
I don't care. It's all garbage, gimmicky liquor store shit that you buy at the counter when you're buying your normal stuff.
I'm being honest with you guys. It wasn't until this last year when you guys started supporting me so well that I'm able to now have all this good quality stuff. So thank you for that. It just sucks it took so dang long, right?
Yeah, you guys should have supported me earlier. But you know what's funny about this line right here? Remember he addressed the 10-year plan like 2 weeks ago, where his mom gave him money and COVID changed everything? And streaming was the way to go. Everybody was making money on streaming. He's glad that he didn't get a job because he would have been out of work. He would have been homeless. But you know, when COVID changed everything, DSP made the right move because there was so much money in streaming. Everybody was losing their job, but DSP made the right move to continue to stream because it was profitable. But it wasn't until last year when people started supporting him that he was able to actually afford things to become successful. So how does this make any sense to anybody? It makes no sense. we're going to retcon and be like, yeah, well, I talked to my mom and I didn't need to do the 10-year plan anymore because streaming was a better option for me. But I was still begging for rent money from 2020 to 2024 until I met Kino Casino. And then you guys really started supporting me. It just sucks it took you so dang long to start sending me your money, right? I don't know.
Worked on my sexy. Now, take a look at my setup right now. Take a screen cap immediately right now and compare this to LTG's setup and tell me who has the best setup.
I'm sorry, but I would take LTG's empty room with a cat tree any day over these stupid RGB gimmicky things. Your RGB gimmicky background is equivalent to the vests that you're wearing. It's just garbage eye candy. Like, nobody wants to see this anymore. Maybe in 2017 it would have looked cool when streaming was brand new. Flashy gimmicky backgrounds were all the rage. Everybody had them. But dude, your background is a bunch of wire racks with blankets thrown over them and gimmicky items that you change out all the time. You've got monitors propped up on cardboard boxes. There's no professionalism. You're sitting in front of 2 TV table trays with a laptop that's like 5 feet away from you, a streaming computer that's like 10 feet away from you. You got to squint like this to look at the monitor. Sorry if that was super loud, but you got to go to even read anything. Then your TV's across the room. If you want to play Truck Simulator, you literally have to turn your head all the way to look at chat, so you can't interact with any of your stream. What's good about your setup, bro? Honestly, it sucks. It sucks. It's garbage. It's bad. I'll take LTG's setup any day over that. Because I bet LTG doesn't sit there every day. I mean, maybe he does. I don't watch him. But I bet you he doesn't sit there every day and go, yeah, well, my cat tree, you should see how professional that is. You know, a couple of years ago, I didn't even have that cat tree in the background. I didn't have this empty room, this cool, flashy stuff. You know, thank God you guys supported me to get it. It's like nobody does this garbage except DSP. Anyway, rant over. Let's keep moving. Interesting that he has to read this chat.
Okay. Cool. This is hilarious. Someone says it might be LTG. It didn't take him till 2025 to get to 1080p. Dude, his fucking webcam has been awful forever. His backdrop is from Temu. Did you see his new setup? His new setup is a cat tree and blank fucking walls in an obvious apartment that he calls a house he bought.
And look what you're wearing and look what you're doing. And you're calling yourself successful. You've been married for 6 years and your wife is a completely different person. You live in a house with a cat that you call your son. You never leave the place. People say you've got cameras all around because you're afraid for people that are going to try to do something bad to you. You've admitted to Kino Casino to leaving your house like once a week to go shopping and stuff like that. You don't drive on the highways, so you don't go anywhere. But you're going to talk shit about some guy online and live this kind of life and act like you're the winner. I'm just going to leave it at that. Not my place to judge, but I'm judging because, you know, everybody has their own opinion. And if he's going to have his opinion on LTG's setup, I'm going to have my opinion on DSP's setup. And y'all in the comments can have your opinion on my setup. I don't care. You see my camera? You see? Look at this. I never used to be able to do this. Imagine how stupid I'd look.
Anyway, let's continue.
Yeah, not the flex you think it is, pal. Buddy old pal. And I can see in the transcript here, we have another bag.
We're at $527. So with $23 more, we get a new hat. We will retire the Los Santos cap, and we will have a new hat. And there's many hats in the running, including the Sonic hat, the red fedora, the straw hat, the football.
I feel like we already went through this. Did we not?
The stream if you can. All right. At 600, we'll have a new vest and another shot, and we hit another goal. We'll hit the milestone. Was it 48 out of 50? No, we're already at 48. We'll hit 49 out of 50. We'll only be 2 goals away, well, 1 goal away from the Grillo's Pickles DSP Tries It meal, which I want to try. I'm dying to try it. I'm excited for it. Okay? So let's do it. Let's get 23 more bucks and get to the next.
His face is very red compared to like his neck and the rest of his body. It doesn't look normal, especially for a guy who doesn't get sun. And like you would at least see some sun and some redness here, but I'll leave y'all to your own opinions on that one. And it wouldn't be DSP if we didn't get a segment like this.
That's my keyboard right now. It's the American flag. See that? It's the stars up in the upper left-hand quadrant with blue and white, and then the flowing stripes across the keyboard.
Okay, I can't even look at the keyboard. I'm stuck looking at his ears wiggling in the back. Look at this. I can't help it.
It's the American flag. See that? It's the stars up in the upper left-hand quadrant with blue and white, and then the flowing stripes across the keyboard. That's my RGB setup in the office right now. That's what's behind me, but I wanted to show it to you on the keyboard. It looks amazing, doesn't it? Okay.
What the hell was that? What the hell was that? Did you really need to do that?
This is Reviewtech USA's poker chip. I still have it. I threw it in the closet a couple months ago. I had it in my setup for a while, and then I realized I don't need this. I don't need this at all. Everyone fucking knows that guy is a loser, and he's obsessed with me. No one needs this in my background to know that I'm better than him.
What happened to not putting other people down, right? Not insulting other people for no reason. Like, you just brought his name up just to shit on him. But the funny thing about this whole thing is, when you broke up with Kino Casino and they broke your little heart, who'd you have on the show to try to felt them? Remember you invited Rich on, and you didn't even let him talk? You didn't let Rich say anything? You just made him try to go along with your little narrative, your little script that you had written in advance to try to leak all these DMs ahead of Kino Casino, to not look like such a fool. You tried to save face by inviting RTU on your show to help you destroy Kino Casino, and when he made you look like a loser and not went along with your crazy psychotic script that made zero sense to reality, you kicked him off the show. You just kicked him off. It was like, that guy's a loser. He doesn't know how to go along with anything. Phil, when RTU went on your show and made you look dumb and made you look crazy and made your narrative look stupid and didn't go along with it because it was insane, he's the loser? This is a massive L. You're not better than anybody, pal. Nobody's better than anybody. I mean, I think everybody's better than an e-beggar. But this right here is why people say DSP retcons everything. Why, whenever something happens, DSP's reimagining of it is completely different than reality. He'll sit there and talk about this as if it happened some certain way in his head and nobody saw it and it wasn't recorded and clip channels didn't clip it. Couldn't say that one. What are we doing here, Phil? What are we doing here? This is like an ego-soothing tactic right here. You know your ego's broken, so the only way to make it better is tell people that this guy's a loser and you don't need this.
Everyone already fucking knows it. So, I don't need this poker chip. Now, should I keep it? Do I ever need it for anything? Well,
you should. It should be your poker chip, not Rich's. All right, that was a bad joke. I'm gonna let it play.
Will I ever use this poker chip for anything? I don't know. Does it mean anything? I don't think so. Like right now, if I were to shit on it, I don't think that Rich would like spin 3 times and land on his head. I don't think it's like a voodoo doll that I own of Rich.
Another scat fetish this guy has. So if I were to poop on it, like, everything is poop. Everything. Norman Reedus in the shower. Oh, he didn't poop down the drain? He didn't poop or pee? Come on, Phil. Grow up.
I don't really care about Rich. I haven't looked at him or talked about him for ages, and I don't really give a shit about him. I'm actually happy that I got out of drama, because when I got out of drama about 3.5 months ago, I don't involve myself with this crap anymore, and I don't need to worry about this kind of...
You can't. You got laughed out of the drama community. You couldn't even do that right. Your whole idea of a drama show to shit on Kino Casino backfired so bad that you quit doing it. Your King Snake arc was the most embarrassing thing anybody's ever seen, and you didn't include it in your content ever again. The only trace of it is your live stream on your channel, and I don't even know if that's still there. You just act like it never happened, like you were never a fool.
Bullshit, you see?
Okay,
what do
Phil.
you think? What do you guys think? What's your feedback? Should I keep the chip or should I toss the chip? What do you guys think? Because I kept it just for this very moment when I knew we would clean out the closet. What do you guys think?
That's kind of pathetic.
Sell it to Felt Review Tech. Oh. Okay. Anyone want to buy it? I'm serious. Does someone want to buy Review Tech's chip? This is the legit chip. 100%. I kept it separate. This is Review Tech's chip from the review of his, or the react to his documentary. You want to buy it? You can have it. Someone can buy this chip. Sure, we'll do that. Who wants it?
I want to know how much he's going to sell it for. That's the thing. Because for Phil to sell anything to send to anyone, it's got to be like an insane amount of money. Because in Phil's eyes, to send a poker chip, if somebody in Europe wanted it, it would be like $5,000 for him to send a poker chip across the sea.
Up for grabs. The chip is up for grabs. Let's see if anyone actually really wants it or not. It could be a joke. It could be a meme, but it is legit the chip. This could be the next Sonichu medallion. Well, let's see. I'll hold on to it then. Right? I'll put it over here. That will be, keep in mind, that's real. That's legit. Haven't messed with it. That's the chip. It's weighted, by the way. It's a weighted chip. Thanks for joining. We're now at $530 to support. 20 more bucks, and it will be a new hat. And it will be the Kick viewers who will be voting on that hat. How about this? I'll be honest. I really do feel like the Kick viewers should get us to 550. Someone on Kick want to do 4 subs right now and get us to 550? Because you guys have been voting on the hats all day. You've already voted on what? 4, 5? You guys are getting all these advantages, but so far, there's been like just a couple of subs, and then your future stepdad did 5. You guys are getting a pretty big advantage right now. Maybe, you know what? I think maybe unless Kick gets us to 550, maybe I'm not going to give you guys the poll for the hat. I think I'm going to give it to YouTube because the YouTube viewers have been doing super chats all day, tips all day, memberships all day. I think so. So if someone does 4 subs to get us to 550, I will give you guys the poll for the hat. If not, it's going to go to YouTube when we hit 550.
I know a lot of people are probably watching this like, oh, this is disgusting. I hate this guy. But I love this. I love this because he gets paid for his Kick viewership and he treats them like shit. So his viewership count's just going to go down and down and down over time because he just constantly dumps on these people. I mean, most of them are LARPers and they're there for these moments. But I absolutely love that he says stuff like this and doesn't realize that he's the problem. And I just hope he continues to do rotten stuff like this and Kick's like, we're going to yank your partnership. Oh, man, I would love that. That would be hilarious.
And if people on YouTube get us to 550, I'll do the poll, right away. So if we get like a super chat or memberships or a tip from YouTube, I'll just go right to YouTube and give you guys the poll instead. Okay.
Okay. Sounds good.
All right. Jade, how are you? Did you see the movie, Jade? How was it?
Jade.
You saw How to Train Your Dragon, the live action version today, right?
Let him go.
Let us all know what you thought.
You don't care what Jade thought. You thought the movie was called How to Drain Your Dragon, dude. You kept going, oh, how to drain your dragon meal. Like, dude, that was... Ugh.
No problem making it again. Thanks a lot. That gets us to $533, and then I got a $1 tip here. You should have a highest bidder by the end of stream with message shipped to get it. Okay, here you go. So someone is saying, good idea, if you want to buy ReviewTech's chip. This is literally ReviewTech's chip from the actual live react of the documentary made by June the King last summer that I did a co-op commentary with Kino Casino. That was like a one-time only thing. It'll never happen again, right? Never happen again. So.
Don't believe that. Whenever DSP says something's never going to happen again, he's going to go back into drama content with somebody. Some fools.
If you're interested in buying this chip, make a contribution and put the word chip into the contribution. All right? I'm going to be honest. This is pretty valuable. I would say, at a minimum, this is worth $500 because it has been not only in that video that was seen by tens of thousands of people around the world, if not hundreds of thousands, but also it's been in my background. $500.
Yeah, but all the value is from Kino Casino. I mean, they have the fan base. None of the value is from Darkside Phil, the guy who's known for jerking off on the internet.
All right? So if you can do a $500 contribution by the end of the... I can't see with straight face.
It's a fake laugh. This is all fake. This is his, oh, I'm kind of joking, but I'm not. So because I'm saying this, like, I got to make it sound like I'm joking. But this is actually a serious offer. Like, it's worth $500. I'm not joking about that. I'm just joking that, like, I'm not good at shilling this.
I can't keep a straight face doing this. I try so hard. I can't do. All right. PPP is a master at his craft. All right. He is. I cannot do what he does. I can't. I can't shill like he does. He is such an insane, like, blowhard, right? Like, he can sit here and he can just keep going and going. And you see his face gets red and he's going and going. I can't do it. I can't even get through saying that this is $500 for a chip. I can't stop myself from breaking out laughing with how stupid it is.
Okay. It's stupid to ask for $500 for a chip. Like, that's what he's saying. I can't help myself but laugh at how stupid this is. But it's $500, guys. So if somebody wants it, you got to pay $500. Like, he's not joking.
If you're interested in this chip, let me know. Do a contribution and put the word chip in the contribution. Say it in, say, hey, I want the chip. Let me know. By the end of this stream, let's see if someone does a significant enough contribution. $500, and you're guaranteed to get it. Or $5,000, and you're guaranteed to get a signed and autographed vest mailed to you.
It's funny he doesn't even mention what vest. Was it the platinum vest? I can't remember, but he just says a vest and then holds the sketchy looking straight mail denim vest. So we just got a beg for the vest and the poker chip. 4:10 p.m. as you can see next to my head. And not a minute later.
What's going on? We're at 534 out of 550. So we need $16 for a new hat on this stream. Let's hit that right now.
Like I said, it's literally a telethon. It wasn't even a minute later, and now we're asking for more money for something different. Not the poker chip, not the vest. Just send me money, because that's where we're at. Because I want to drink more and make more money from you guys. Cool.
$16 is all we need for a new hat. If Kick gets us to 550, Kick will vote for the hat. If YouTube gets us to 550, YouTube will vote for the hat. It's that simple. Because Kick has been dragging their feet, and I don't see why I'm rewarding Kick tonight with these polls to determine what we're doing on stream when Kick is not contributing.
But this is your reward. This stream is supposed to be your reward. The marathon streams are rewards, right? That's what they used to be. Remember when we started this whole streak and you had the streak going and we hit 100 goals? We're going to do a Stellar Blade playthrough marathon. We're going to do the Mega Man marathon. Like, all these things were supposed to be rewards, but they just turn into telethon begging events. Because they're not giving you more money for the reward, we're going to punish people now that are watching for free. On a free platform. Nice business strategy, Phil. Can't knock him, though. He made $1,000. I'll give him that. But I won't give him credit because he's got no morals. He didn't do it with dignity. He didn't earn any of this money. It's just he asked for money while he's cleaning out his closet. Like, it's pathetic shit. This is e-beggar stuff right here. This is what you would expect to watch somebody that's just going to beg for money an entire stream. I mean, he's going to sit there and be like, oh, trolls will clip this out of context and say I was begging the entire stream. Well, it's like, Phil, you are. I mean, we have timestamps right here where my hand is. And it shows, like, it's a 1 minute apart. It's 30 seconds from the last pick. It's 2 minutes from the last pick. It's pathetic, dude. Remember a minute ago how we were joking about the chip and how it's like, I can't even say it's worth $500 because I can't shill like PPP. I know it's not worth it, but, like, if anyone is serious about paying $500, let's see what happens here.
For horses, aside from that, I'm chipping in. Oh, this is a contribution for the chip. This is not a contribution for the hat. Okay, never mind. Crisis averted. So thank you for $20, whoever that is. We have a $20 contribution. However, the person didn't give their name. Well, that's a problem. I will save your email because I have your email address, because when you tip me, I get your email address. So I will save your email. Let's see by the end of the stream if someone is more interested than $20 in ReviewTech's chip. Like I said, it's worth about $500, I feel. I laughed again. I can't say it without laughing. Because
it's disgusting. Because you know it's pathetic, and you're pathetic for even saying that. Baby men will do baby men things, I guess.
The guy's worth about 2 pennies. The guy is such a fucking piece of shit. He's not worth anything. But the fact is that people might actually find value in the chip that felted him.
Yeah, but then he came on your stream and felted you and made you look like an idiot. He made you look like you're worth 2 pennies, which is kind of true.
So everyone's sitting on kick right now who hasn't contributed, hasn't supported in any way. You're sitting there, you're making fun of the stream. First of all, I'd like you to see that we are only halfway through my marathon and we're over 500 bucks. So what are you laughing at? Exactly. Now
We're laughing at your vest, Phil. That's we'll leave it at that. We don't want to hurt anybody's ego.
Also, I'd like you to say thank you to Omega Sauce for giving you the right to vote for the next hat, because it was Omega Sauce who did it. So thank Omega Sauce right now publicly, because they deserve it, and you should be on your knees thanking Omega Sauce for the right to vote for the hat. Okay?
I like when Phil was like, so what are you laughing at? You know what I'm laughing at, Phil? Because I can't get it out of my head. Remember when that dude Thomas gave you like 1,600 bucks? What was it? Something like that? Yeah, it was like something ridiculous. And then that night, somebody reported that you spent like 900 at least of it on Scopely, on WWE Champions. We were all laughing then. And we're all going to be laughing now because it's the same thing's probably going to be happening. You just won't be able to spend that much on it because you only made $1,000 on the stream or whatever.
You said nope? Okay, you're banned.
Cool.
You get banned. Here we go. I'm just kidding. I can't even click their name fast enough anyway. All right. So
he would have banned you, though. Phil would have gladly lowered his viewer base just to get rid of that guy.
About the halfway point at this point of my marathon. So it's time for delicious slow cooker chicken, some mac and cheese, some watermelon, some chips, and yeah, we're gonna basically have a nice little interim break here where I have some food that my wife made. We'll hang out. All right. And the good news is that we are very close to another goal. Hitting 600 bucks means we're going to have a new vest and a new shot. All right. So very nice. Let's take a brief break. What I'll do, I have 2 big cardboard boxes to take down into the garage, and I'll get food.
Yeah, stored in the garage. You can just pay another company to come down the Yeah, just store it in the garage. You can pay another company to come down the line and clean it up in 6 months. Instead of just doing things as you are, instead of just breaking them down as you go, he just stores everything in his garage and let it build up. Then you need professional people to come in. That's what they're there for. That's why you pay them, right, Phil?
So here we go. Listen to this. One thing that makes watching your streams unique isn't just the variety of content or the consistency of your streams and uploads, but the fact that although you are clearly successful, your audience is usually between 300 and 400-ish per stream. Well, that's me. That's not all the restreamers, the people who steal my content. If you actually count everyone who watches me, I'm not kidding you. Every stream is thousands upon thousands of viewers. They're just all watching somewhere else who steals my content. Okay?
Let's compare this a little bit. So Kino Casino has thousands upon thousands of people that are watching their channel, their content. They make a lot of money. Phil has like 300 people watching his content. He begs for money to hit his goals, $150. I mean, look at some of these big guys. You watch Asmongold. You watch Kai Sinet, XQC, all these people. Everybody's on their stream watching. They're not on restreamer channels watching these guys. You know why, Phil? Because people like them. The fact that people go to these other channels because they don't want to give you the view is kind of telling. You have more people that watch you from other channels that say, hey, I want to watch the train wreck, but I don't want to actually be there because I don't want to inflate his ego. Imagine if Phil always had 1,000 viewers, how inflated his ego would be. But even then, it wouldn't be enough. Even then, that would just be the new norm for Phil. He would just be like, oh man, I wish I had like 2,000 viewers a stream. That would be cool. That's just the way his brain operates. But I've never seen another creator online, and y'all feel free to chime in the comments, but who else do you know online only garners like 200 views and then has all these other channels watching that have more viewers than them? He's got all these other channels on YouTube that are talking about him, that are covering him, that surpass his view count. It's like miles, like every other DSP, quote unquote, detractor channel, or anyone that even talks about DSP, it's a Gundam, like anybody gets thousands and thousands of views. But poor Darkside Phil gets like 100 to 400 views a video sometimes. Lucky if he gets like 1,000. That doesn't sound like supporters. It's not really a flex if they're not supporting you at all and they choose to watch other people's channels to see your content. It's not a flex.
It's more fun to engage and interact. You have actual stream regulars and personalities. It makes it much different than watching a streamer with 15,000 viewers who can't really personally interact with anyone. Yeah, that's true too. Where if you come to my streams, you know who's there, you know some of the regulars, you know who they are, you can chat. You know, it's better than, oh, I went to a stream.
Okay, but right there, you already contradict yourself. Because when you say you stream different games, you're a variety streamer, you have certain audiences that come for this game. You've got certain audiences that come watch your fighting games. But I thought you had regulars. I thought everybody's in your chat is the same people that's there. Like, these are all the same people that are always there. Stevester, Arrow Squirrel, Jade. You know, like, these are all regulars in your chat that are there no matter what. That kind of negates your variety streams to attract different audiences, does it not? You contradict yourself here a little bit. Anyway, let's move on.
We're at 597. Wow. With that super chat, we are at 597. We are $3 away from a new vest and a shop. $3. Who's going to do a $3 contribution? If you guys could wait 1 minute, number one, I really have to pee. And number two, my wife gave me an update on the food and I want to go talk to her. I'm not sure if it's ready yet. Let me go talk to her and see what's going on, and I'll come right back. Okay? I'll be right back.
I don't even remember seeing him look down at a phone for his wife to be texting him to come talk to her. Something that always gets me about DSP is the flamboyant like he's always like, or like when he eats food. I'll show it later in just the pickle thing because I'm pretty sure when I was tuning in the other night he was doing it. But like he'll stuff something in his mouth and be like, like it's so flamboyant and bougie. I can't even. He's in a different social class than the rest of us. He's up here. We're all down here. He's rich and successful.
All right, folks. Well, I'm back. Unfortunately, I have some bad news. As you know, when we do these marathons, anything can happen, right? Crazy stuff. Well, we have breaking news. Are you ready for this? A detractor broke into our house, ran into our kitchen, and stole the homemade mac and cheese. I can't believe it. They literally ran into the kitchen and just grabbed the entire pot of mac and cheese and ran out the door. Now, I'm not sure who it is, but someone did tell me that they did detect some duty stains in their pants as they were running down the street with the pot of mac and cheese. So, sadly,
another poop scat fetish joke.
There is no mac and cheese. However, my wife, in all of her quick-wittedness, said, well, we do have some other things like instant mac and cheese that we could possibly make. And I said, well, what do we have? Well, we have Kraft mac and cheese. Oh. Or we have this other kind that's like white cheddar shells. It's from like Trader Joe's. And I said, well, you know, I think I would prefer the white cheddar from Trader Joe's. That'd probably be better than Kraft. So she's making that right now. Okay. So basically the food's not ready yet. It'll be ready in like 30 minutes. And then I'll go grab it. So it sucks. I really would have liked homemade mac and cheese, but life happens. Sometimes detractors break into your house and they grab your entire pot and run down the street with duty stains squirting out of their pants. So what can you do? All right. It is what it is. But I'm happy to have food at all. All right. So we are going to have mac and cheese. It's just going to be store-bought mac and cheese instead of like homemade, handcrafted mac and cheese.
How do you fuck up mac and cheese? There's like 5 ingredients in it, if that.
We have James, who did a $2 super chat. How much to ban future stepdad from Kick? Well, let's see. Your future stepdad basically contributes about anywhere between 5 to 10 subs a day on Kick, no exaggeration. Like they're a regular, they're always supporting that, right? So let's assume that your future stepdad would have kept that up for a year. That's 365. So multiply 10 subs a day, $50, times 365 days. Do that math in your head and send that amount right now.
So he tips every day, even the days that you're not streaming. So you stream every day? Or he just sends you money every day. Nice math.
And then I will ban your future stepdad. So what is it? Let's find out, right? So let's see.
The crazy part is he's actually going to calculate this, including his days off, the days that he doesn't even work.
Do the math. Because you asked the stupid question, you'll get a stupid answer. 365 times $50. Send me $18,250 right now, and I will ban your future stepdad. And you'll qualify.
I like how he just made him sound like a loser. He contributes 5 to 10 subs every day. That's how much money he gives me. So if you give me that money, I'll ban him. But it looks pathetic on your future stepdad. Like, you give a streamer that much money, dude, you're really that low on the totem pole that you have nothing better to spend $18,000 on? It's not my opinion, by the way. I'm just going based off the math. Again, not even a minute later.
So now we're at 609 of support, trying to get to the 750, which will qualify for the Grillo's Pickles menu. Very nice.
And we have him talk about PayPal and how somebody's tip got froze. I'm not going to listen to that BS. Imagine it's 5 to 6 minutes later, and then you get this.
So, thanks so much. Where are we at right now?
It's been 5 minutes since you last added your support, your bag, whatever. And now you're sitting, where are we at? Where are we at with the money, guys? Anybody else going to contribute? It's just constantly this. It's gross.
We're currently at $620 of support. Man, it would sure be good to get to 650 so we can get another hat, because this is atrocious. This is really bothering me. Can we please get someone to donate $30 right now so I can take this off my head, because it's really bothering me intensely.
What's the Tropic Thunder, Simple Jack, Simple Phil? That's what I'm seeing. Hasn't even been a minute since that last
That would be amazing if we could get $30 of contribution so I could take this fucking thing off.
You literally said that not even a minute ago. Like, it's just the same shtick over and over. How much money can I extract from these poor folks? I'm not a poor. These people that are supporting me are. They can't even get me to $1,000. Someone confirm this for me. When he got this wig, didn't he say a fan sent this to him? A fan donated this wig? Because I remember him, like, saying that, and he pulled it out of the bag, and he was supposed to, like, puff it up, but he just kind of put it on, and it, like, sagged down over his head. Listen to this.
Or a hat for this game. And I was like, what hat could we wear? And someone said, well, what about a cloud wig? So I went on Amazon, I searched like cloud wig, and this one popped up, and I swear to God, the picture looks just like cloud. It sticks up in the front. It looks just like cloud. Oh, I'll get it. I buy it. This is what shows up. This is the shit you get off Amazon. It's garbage. It's so bad.
God damn, I struck gold, y'all. Watch this clip.
During the Final Fantasy VII streams that I did earlier this year, I had a cloud wig that looked absolutely hilariously bad. But it was funny to see me wear it. Guess how many times I wore it? I think twice. Out of all the streams I did, we weren't hitting the goal. So I bought something, well, I take it back. Someone donated this specifically for the playthrough, right? And we only wore it twice. In fact, the playthrough didn't do well, you know? So, I mean, that's what I mean. Like, what's the point of adding things to existing goals when those goals aren't getting hit, correct?
So it was donated, but now you bought it. Now you went on Amazon and bought it, Phil. You just constantly lie. And you're caught red-handed, man. I can't believe I found that clip. But you try to say you're an honest guy, but you're a pathological liar. And the clips prove it. Because it seems like every day you say something, somebody comes out with a clip where you're saying the opposite thing. And here's an example.
Bit more closet clean out while we wait. And for the record, we are one goal away from the Grillo's Pickles menu from Sonic. A single goal away.
Okay.
Do I do it? Do I dare do it? Do I say that if we hit the goal on this very stream that I order the food now? Because my wife is cooking, and I'm going to have some of it. But we could do it now.
She's not there. She is not there. Cat is 100% gone, and this right here, to me, proves it. Because you're not going to sit there and say your wife's slaving away, she's cooking the slow cooker food, for you to just order Grillo's pickle menu instead. Like, anybody who's married, you know, married life, wife would be pissed if she's cooking this food for your marathon, and you go, if we hit the goal right now, screw my wife's food, I'm going to order the Grillo's pickle menu. No way in hell. No way in hell. This guy's wife is gone, okay? She's gone. I don't even think he shows the food that she supposedly cooked on this stream because she never cooked it. She's not there. I think what happens is she comes by and she picks up Jasper wherever she's living, She picks him up and drops him off. That's why he's like, oh, well, you know, on Sundays, Jasper's not here. She's not in the room. This guy is 100% lying about his wife being there, in my opinion.
I don't know if the review will be a fair. Nah, probably that wouldn't be fair because I'm buzzed, and to eat it when I'm buzzed might not be fair. It's not a fair review. I would actually feel kind of unfair doing it that way. Because
why? You get 1,000 views on your reviews anyway. It influences like Jade's opinion on something. Nobody cares. Like, people don't go to Dark Side Phil stream like, ooh, this guy's opinion actually matters because everything's tangy. Everything's robust. It all tastes the same to Phil. What's the big deal? Just eat it.
then I might not review it legit. You know, like I mean, we've been having this build up for this for so long. It's been over a week. We've been building up this Grillo's Pickles menu.
Yeah, and when you didn't do it, you banned people on your stream for asking about it. But now we're hyping it up again.
A $2.79 Canadian super chat, which is about $2 American, and says, order food tonight and I will contribute another $50. Okay, first off, before I promise the world, let me make sure that I can actually order this food because I'm saying this now like an idiot before I even checked.
Checked with your wife or check to see if they're open?
Yes. I could order the Sonic Grillo's Pickles now if I wanted to. It is available. They're open today. Shockingly enough, they're actually open on the 4th of July. Go figure. A lot of stuff is open on the 4th of July, apparently. Okay? But again, what do you guys think? Like, should I even bother doing it today? My wife made barbecue chicken. Sadly, the mac and cheese didn't come out, so she's making a backup mac and cheese that's not as good. And I have some watermelon and some chips. But if you guys really wanted me to try the Grillo's Pickles menu today, I could. But it's not going to be a fair review because I've been drinking. You know, it won't. It really won't. Like if I was normally sober and hungry or whatever, but I've been drinking all day, so maybe I should just save it. Everyone's saying save it. All right, fine. Never mind. We won't do it today. We'll save it. If we hit the goal, which we will, I guarantee you by the end of the stream, we're going to hit 50 goals. We'll save it. Let's save it for a future stream next week. So that way it's a fair thing and everything. Okay? All right.
Yeah, I mean, you should probably check with your wife. Why is she wasting her time? You're just going to go eat fast food.
Oh, last year, I did the DLCs. I don't need this guide. Right? It has no value, and it's insanely sticky. My hands feel gross for touching it.
He just throws it away?
And here's the card that came with it. The sticker on it. From Software, etc., or Babbage's. It was one of the two or both. Still has the sticker on it from back in the day. From the franchise that no longer exists. It won't focus. There you go. Look at that. Cool. Do you want it? Would you like this? Well, let me think about it. I would probably let this go. Maybe around, let's say about $20,000. If you have $20,000 that you'd like to offer me today, perhaps I would let you have my original Final Fantasy III strategy guide from 1994 that I held on to. Perhaps. All right? By the way, what's hilarious...
Greediest man alive. Oh, wait, this clip's not over.
We've only had one offer for Rich's chip for $20. So, Rich, you're only worth $20 fucking dollars. You understand that? $20. So this stuff I'll be keeping. All right? And,
not to defend Rich or anything, but being worth $20 to DSP's fan base is like stepping on gum that's hardened and doesn't even stick to your shoe. Like, who cares?
The hat or the vest when I eat. Guys, it would be great if you could get me to the next milestone now. I've worn this wig for an hour and it's bothering me intensely. So if someone could do me a favor and get me to 650 so I don't have to wear the cloud wig anymore, I would really appreciate it, okay? Actually, a tip just came in. $2. Is there an auction for the chip? $20 is the highest now. When I showed off the chip, I said, I'm curious if there's any value to this chip. Would anyone want it? And someone said, if we contribute and say chip in the contribution, would you consider selling it? And I said, well, let's see how it goes. So far, one person did a $20 tip, so I don't think it's worth much. I don't think anyone really cares about Review Tech USA. So I'm just saying. So there you go. Anyway, thank you for the $2 tip. What are we at right now? We're at 624. When you guys hit 650, new hat. Thankfully, hopefully we get rid of this because
I think I gotta split this into 2 parts. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. We're gonna start from dinner, I think, on the second part. But we'll have to get there first. We're almost there.
really it's bothering me. Okay, so hopefully let's do that soon, and then after that, at 700, a new vest and a new shot. All right, but in the meantime,
Bro, who told you to take the wig off? Put that shit back on. People paid for it. What are you doing? You can sit there with it on during an entire Final Fantasy stream, but you can't sit on stream for an hour with it? Come on, bro. It's uncomfortable, guys. Oh, fuck cares, Phil. Put that shit back on your head.
I'm gonna head down and grab some food. We're gonna come back and have a meal here on the stream of barbecue chicken, mac and cheese, some watermelon, some chips. My hair is completely look at the wig did. The wig completely flattened my hair. I don't do my hair like this anymore. I used to wet it and you know, comb it back. Look what that I like nice puffy voluminous hair, and now my hair is completely flat.
Those at the back of your head, supposedly, right? I don't know. Cares.
Okay. You might be wondering why I'm back here in this state, no wig on, and everything going on, and what took me so long. The bottom line is, hold on. The food did not go well at all. Not only did the mac and cheese not come out right, the barbecue sauce for the chicken was not good. My wife followed 2 different recipes exactly as they said that they were. The mac and cheese basically didn't cook right, and the barbecue sauce was insanely vinegary and sweet. It tasted nothing like barbecue whatsoever. So,
I'm sorry, but I refuse to believe that your wife, who's forced to cook every night, he makes these turkey tacos and all these other things, can't make mac and cheese and can't make a barbecue slow cooker dish. Like, what are we doing here? And this is just another example of Phil just making his wife look like a complete buffoon. I love using that word because he uses it. But, you know, my wife messed up dinner. She messed up both dishes. They didn't taste good at all. Like, you make her look like she's so incompetent, even at cooking, and she's the one that's forced to cook, Phil. Didn't even come back with chips or watermelon. So, that's where I'm going to leave this one, because I'm going to have to split this into 2 parts. I mean, it is a marathon video, so we're almost 3/4 through the stream anyway, so hopefully the second part's a little shorter. But, yeah, drop a comment. I mean, this is probably the grossest display of begging I've seen for a while from Phil. Like, you know, he has his moments, but when you add everything up, where it's just the constant begging, the auctioning off this for 20,000, this for 500, like just trying to get rid of junk in his closet for thousands of dollars. The greediest, most disgusting display of somebody who's supposed to be grateful for their audience that I've ever seen. And that's where I'm going to leave this one, y'all. If you made it this far, I appreciate you. Because this was tough to record. This was tough to make it through. And I tried to catch as many good moments to watch, the entertaining moments as I could. So appreciate every single one of y'all. Peace.